The resistance is continuing to resist in the dumbest way possible. This is from Raw Story. The White House said on Sunday it was open to legislation toughening sanctions on Russia as momentum increased in the U.S. Congress for tougher action against Moscow. 2 U.S. senators said they believe that the legislation that allows for new sanctions against Russia would pass with enough votes to override a veto should U.S. President Donald Trump decide not to sign the bill. Republicans and Democrats reached agreement on legislation that allows new sanctions on Russia, Iran, and North Korea in a bill that would limit any potential effort by Trump to lift sanctions against Moscow. We support where the legislation is now and will continue working with the House and the Senate to put those tough sanctions in place on Russia until the situation in Ukraine is fully resolved, and it certainly isn't right now. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders told ABC's This Week with George Stephanopoulos' program. Many lawmakers hope the bill will send a message to Trump to keep a strong line against Russia. Quote, I think it will pass probably overwhelmingly again in the Senate and with a veto-proof majority, Senator John Thune, a member of Republican leadership, said on Fox News Sunday. Senator Ben Cardin, the top Democrat on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, said the bill has broad support in the Senate and in the House. If Trump vetoes the bill, we will override the veto, Cardin said. So, okay, everybody talks about bipartisanship, and now they love to say, oh, bipartisanship. Isn't that so great? Isn't it inherently good? Your answer is, hell no, it's not. Because usually, when you have bipartisanship, it's Democrats and Republicans agreeing to screw you. Or it's Democrats and Republicans agreeing to make a bad decision. And here we have one right here. They say, now the Democrats they're just hawks now. And they agree with the neocons. That's what you have. You have a neocon corporate Democrat alliance. Where they say, oh yes, the Russian election meddling. What we need to do is we need to punish Russia for their election meddling. So we're going to do new sanctions on that and over Crimea. By the way, you already did a tremendous amount of sanctions over Crimea. By the way, I support many of the sanctions for Crimea. So I'm not saying you get rid of those sanctions. I wouldn't get rid of those sanctions. But you don't add new ones. What? So they want to do new sanctions. And then, so the Democrats get baited in with that, and then the Republicans are like, oh, hey, while we're at it, let's do new sanctions against North Korea and new sanctions against Iran. So, in other words, the Democrats are now in favor of blowing up one of Obama's signature accomplishments, the Iran deal. Because you do know that under the Iran deal, there's not much the U.S. has to do. There's not much. But among the things that the U.S. has to do is get rid of the sanctions that were there, give Iran back their own money, which we had taken. We kidnapped their money, and then now we give it back because they're complying with the Iran deal. And don't add new sanctions. That was one of like 3 things that the U.S. had to do. And now they're saying, no, let's add new sanctions. And the Democrats are in favor of it. And they might have enough to override a veto if Trump were to veto it. And by the way, the White House says, no, totally, we'll do more sanctions. We don't care. Yeah, they don't care. You want to know why, guys? Because that's a right-wing fucking bill. You want to do more sanctions on Russia when they're sanctioned out the wazoo already. You want to do more on North Korea when they're sanctioned out the wazoo already. And gratuitously, you say, yeah, let's blow up the Iran deal. And then when Iran retaliates, you're going to go, how dare you violate the deal? But you just violated the deal. You just did it. What do you think? We're like, yeah, we don't have to hold up our end of it, but they have to hold up their end of it. The fuck kind of shit is that? So the Democrats are just now right-wing. They're just right-wing on many issues now because the Russia hysteria has gotten them to that point. Yeah, sanctions. Hey, you guys mind if we slip in sanctions also on North Korea and Iran? Yeah, as long as you're doing it on Russia, totally. We're Democrats. We're so progressive and liberal, aren't we? Yeah, blowing up Obama, one of his signature accomplishments, the Iran deal. Destabilizing the Middle East even further. Destabilizing the situation with Russia even further, escalating with them. They don't understand the consequences of their actions. You want to escalate with another nuclear armed power? You think that's something that people in middle America, like, yeah, I can't wait to fucking go to the brink of war with Russia, or I can't wait to, push Iran further in a corner, blow up the nuclear deal, lead to escalation, maybe another war with them where we go in there. The U.S. looks for regime change in there. More death, more destruction, more money wasted. You think people in middle America, you think grassroots Republicans or Democrats are like, yeah, do that. Real people have real problems and your dumbasses are sanctioning people. Real people worry about the cost of healthcare. They worry about their jobs. They worry about, medical bankruptcies is a huge issue. The cost of college, unaffordable. Our infrastructure is falling apart at the seams, and these dumbasses are agreeing, bipartisan, they're agreeing, hey, let's just sanction more people and escalate further with everybody and blow up the Iran deal in the process. You're all pathetic idiots and losers.